host isn't allowing me to share, so I need to we may need Mike's powers. So I ping Mike. Hopefully he will enable me to share something. So we'll give it a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna jump over to the other room and talk to Mike for a second. I don't have a bunch of really cool pictures and other things, so hopefully my voice is very exciting for everybody here. But I'll try to keep an eye out to see if it gets fixed. Okay. So as I mentioned, our topic this time is new scouts. Um, kind of how each unit. I'm interested in hearing how you guys onboard your new scouts, and we're specifically talking about kind of really those AOL bridge over crowd or those 10 and a half, 11-year-old new scouts, not necessarily older scouts, although there are some parallels, but this will, my focus was more on like kind of the new scouts. Mike is inviting me to return to the main session. Okay.
So Heather, you think you'll make Saturday for Dick's thing or not?
Um, I think Daryl was, well, we're
You're not
defaulting to
sure.
what Chase, well, we're defaulting what Chase wants to do, but I
Okay,
think
fair
overall
enough.
we were thinking that
That
Meriwether might be more
Mer
appropriate.
Meriwether. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's fine. I have another memorial to go to on the first, so
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. No, we were just gonna kind of leave it up to Chase, so he was still thinking.
okay, not a problem. Maybe we
Yeah.
can talk
Been
sometime.
Yeah.
granted, I've been granted.
Listed as an adult role. Is that not a youth role?
We have we have we're on Troop Web Host, and the webmaster has like the keys to the kingdom, basically. So that we have an adult do. We have either the troop historian or webmaster. There's a lot of digital photo organization and posting new photos on our landing page and things like that are what we have the youth focus on.
Okay.
So I've never had a situation where I've had a historian and a webmaster at the same time. But I'll try to figure something out if that happens. But usually the historian or webmaster, their job is to get all the photos from all the parents uploaded to the right Google Drives, get things organized by trip, and then create a slideshow for the Court of Honors and things like that. This is kind of what we do. But yeah, the getting all the personal information and data and people logged into the system and getting the BSA IDs in there and everything else, we have an adult do that part.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Thanks.
Did anyone have just any general question or comment, not necessarily about this topic? I know sometimes roundtable we're focused on one topic, but it's supposed to be for anything.
Quick question about scouting for food. Maybe you talked about it before I got here, but are we keeping the same geographies as previous years?
The, I believe the answer was
Yes.
by default, yes, but there's additional area. If your unit needs more areas, there are additional areas available.
Yep.
Is
And
that map getting
Oh yeah, talk to Pete. That was
I'm the guy.
yeah.
is that map getting published again? Is there a link?
Yeah, I will send it out to everybody I can. And yeah, if you have um requests or you want to move to somewhere else, yeah, totally let me know. Happy
Not
to.
really looking to change, but just wanted to confirm.
Sure. Yep.
Sorry I was late. Missed it.
No worries.
All right. Any other questions?
Hey, I got one, and only because I'm the camporee guy. So because camporee is the first weekend of May, that's May 2nd through 4th. Shameless plug. How do you all incorporate the new scouts into that activity when they're so fresh to your troop?
Mhm. We do a pre-camporee in April, which is an oppor for the patrols who wish to be competitive. It's an opportunity for them to practice skills. It's also a general opportunity for just general TTF skill practice across the board, which is good for the new scouts. So we're still working on sign-offs and tenderfoot and sign class with them and so on and so forth. But yeah, in general, our troop really loves camporee. So the older scouts are always excited and babbling about it. And that's all the younger scouts need to hear. They're like, "Oh man, everybody's excited about this. I got to go." And so it kind of is. It's a even even after the rainy weather, there's still a lot of excitement about going to the camporee. So they're yeah, it's kind of a the advertising is taking care of itself for us in terms of getting the signups. But from a while we're at camporee, we always want to make sure that we've got some older scout. If the troop guide can't attend, we have some older scout go around with them, just kind of show them this is what camporee is and how we do things. And last year, make sure everybody stays as dry as possible, warm, and take breaks and drink water and all that kind of stuff. So.
I would say our approach just depends on like how many sign up, but if we have a certain number, we will divide the patrols or kind of combine patrols based on experience. So there may be some really new scouts with some other scouts who have been in the troop longer, but they haven't gotten as far in advancement, and they'd all be in one group with the troop guide. And usually we just tell them, you just try, and the more stations you try, the better your score, even if you don't, succeed 100% at everything. So, and we had one patrol that in that, beginner uh category did really well because they had a few that really wanted to do all of the activities and did as many as possible, right? So they just had fun that way.
And we have some of our patrols just camp out at 9 Square for like 3 stations, and whatever is launching stuff or 9 Square is where they're going to hang out. So, but yeah, for me, I think camporee is a great troop camaraderie as well as district camaraderie thing. So they really like when it's after the camporee is kind of done, before while we're doing dinner, but before campfire and everything, just hanging out. We're kind of in a confined space, so it's not like people are spread out all over the place. It's like we're hanging out as a group, chatting. We're older scouts are seeing their friends and other troops or through OA, and they're coming by and chatting, and they kind of get that social. So it's kind of a different vibe for them, which is a good experience for the younger scouts. Other questions or comments on any topic?
I had one question, and our committee chair probably will get this, but as we go through rechartering, if we have anyone that potentially just isn't kind of following up with the paperwork and gets either dropped or put on hold, Are they registered with our troop until 3/31/25? Or as soon as the charter is submitted, even if it hasn't gone through? Just curious from a logistics standpoint.
I don't know my understanding, but I'm not officially
Yeah.
talking here, is that it's until the charter goes through. So you're on your old charter until the new charter goes through, is my understanding. So,
Okay.
you know, Mike or Virginia may know the official answer for that. And what we've been doing is have a big Excel document with a lot of red and chasing people down. And okay, if you want to be rechartered, this is what we have to do. And but ultimately, the plan will be on this date. Whoever is not red gets rechartered. Everybody else, we're going to have to drop just from your renewal requirements. So. And we're doing individual people rechartering. We're not doing the group pay for everyone in the troop option. So we'll see how that goes. That could be its own mess. So,
That's why we figure there may be some people that have to drop just because we've got that line you're gonna have to draw.
Yeah.
Just so you can go forward.
Well, and the other issue is if they don't pay the fee, we've had some people that they go so far, they get into the basket, but they don't actually check out. And so the fee didn't get paid. And so after 2 months, they get dropped.
yeah, there's the grace period and then you get dropped.
Yeah, but the part to remember is that fee is basically your insurance premium. And so you can't be participating in campouts and what have you if you haven't paid the fee, because that's your insurance coverage.
And that's what I was asking, because when we submit the recharter, until it goes through, we will have at least one camp out. And so some of the people, if they're not on that recharter, will be with us until the recharter goes through. So as long, it's just complicated because they're
But-
paid through the 3/31.
We've created a position in our system called can't go on campouts. Because me as a leader, it's like I'm scanning through the adults. It's like, well, I don't know who's got the right training and what's current and whatever. But our our committee chair or our whoever's onboarding people, they keep track of, or the training chair, they keep track of that. And you get a position of you can't go on the camp out. Like if you let certain, say if my YPT lapsed or something, I'd get that position. So it doesn't matter what other roles you have. It's a big thing with asterisks, but it makes it nice when I'm scanning through the list. I can kind of see at a glance who's eligible and who's not. Cool. Anything else? Well, thanks everyone for dialing in on a snowy winter night. We'll see you next month.
Okay, thank
Right.
you.
I guess.
Bye.
Yep.
Good night all.
Yep.